This is my first vlog on how I found out I was pregnant with my 7th child. 7. So I have a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 7-year-old, and 6-year-old. Damn! All with my husband. All have the same job. And that's something I'm proud of. A lot of people, that's like their first question. I kind of want to ask you, is it all with the same dad? Do they all have the same father?
Who is your daddy?
Oh, yes, they have the same father. They have the same father. And I'm not saying nothing about anybody because everybody has their own story.
Carl, live your life!
But anyways, I want to let you know how I found out I was pregnant. When was it? June or July? Well, first off, this pregnancy was very different. Not just because we just recently moved from Pennsylvania to Florida, but just with everything. I didn't really have any symptoms with this pregnancy. With my other kids, I knew I was pregnant. Either I felt my titties tingle.
I felt a sharp pain in my chest, shot through my chest and up around my back, down my spine. And I thought, oh Lord, I thought I was dying.
If you moms know out there what I mean when I say that, my titties tingle, or I was just sick.
Don't throw up.
I didn't have all that. But also, when we first moved from Pennsylvania to Florida, you know, it was a big move for my family, and I stopped having a period.
Where are you?
Altogether. And I know they tell women that a big moves, stress like that, that can affect your cycle. And I didn't have a period for like 6 months.
I lost it.
When I came down to Florida, I found an OBGYN. They said everything was fine. My test results were normal. My levels were normal. So it just could have been stress.
Wow, okay, shit.
Which was crazy to me. But yeah, I didn't really think nothing of it. I started doing it, so I started working out more. And then that's when I realized my period was coming back. But fast forward another month, like I said, I didn't have any pregnancy symptoms. I felt good. Me and my husband, we just went grocery shopping, and I decided to get some wine.
Tonight, we're getting fucked up.
You know, just so we can wind down. It's the weekend, you know, have a couple cups and relax. So we got some wine. And by my second cup of wine, I started getting really dizzy. Like really, really dizzy. So my husband went outside to smoke. And when he was smoking, I went out with him and I just let him know, like, hey, I'm not feeling too good. I felt like lightheaded, and then I started feeling dizzy, and then I felt like I couldn't breathe. And that was the scary part, because when I told him I couldn't breathe, I literally was trying to make my way to the door.
I better get out of here while I still can!
To get back in the house to lay down, and I passed out. Luckily, he was right behind me, so he caught me. And I didn't hit my head, but he did scratch my cheek a little bit. When he went to grab me, because I fell down, I fell so quick. So yeah, I passed out. That shit was scary as fuck, because I never really passed out like that before. And it's not like I was drinking a lot. I had 2 glasses of wine.
I got blacked out. It was like emptiness.
It wasn't really, you know, anything. But my heart was pounding so fast. And that was so scary, bro. Like, when I tell you, after I sat down and I realized I passed out, my husband's like fanning me.
Snap out of it.
Asking me, am I okay? Asking me all that. I just was like, I told myself, that never happened to me before. And I was freaking out. And I told him, you gotta call the ambulance. I need to go to the hospital. Fast forward, we went to the hospital. They asked me about my period. I told them I haven't really been getting a period. But I was more concerned about my heart and like my lightheadedness, because I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like I thought I was having like a heart attack or something.
We are gonna die.
Like, I thought I was having a heart attack. That shit was scary. So they were like, no, we're gonna do a chest x-ray. We're gonna take your blood work. We're gonna take your urine. Just make sure everything's okay. So I'm on the phone with my husband the whole time, ever since when the ambulance came and they put me in the back of the truck.
Damn ambulance! Where the ambulance?
I was on the phone with him. I had him on speaker. Like I said, we moved from Pennsylvania to Florida, so this is the first time like we're actually apart in a serious situation.
It's about to go down.
He couldn't come with me because of the kids. You know, all the kids are at home. And this was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So when we got to the hospital, they were about to go send me to get my x-ray. When the doctor came running in, he was so like, no, stop everything. Don't go to x-ray. And I'm just like, what the hell?
Shut it down. Everyone shut it down.
And he came in, he looked at me, he's like, you're pregnant.
What?
What? Like, okay, I knew that could have been a possibility, but I wasn't really thinking about that because I did not get a period for 6 months. Like I wasn't getting a period.
That's not right.
My husband was on the phone with me, and the first thing that he asked was when and how.
I have so many questions!
Him in shock. But when I asked the doctor, they were like, oh, your levels are pretty low, but they're low enough to let us know that you're either early in pregnancy or you're having a miscarriage. So what they did is they brought an ultrasound and then they checked, and it was just like a sac and there was no baby. So that's another sign that they said it was really early in the pregnancy. So the doctor said basically to come back in like 3 days just to double check my levels. And if they increase, that means that I am indeed pregnant. But if they were decreasing, that most likely means that I was having a miscarriage. They took my blood work again and my levels increased. That's how I found out I was pregnant with my 7th child.
Success.
Honestly, I am excited. I am a little nervous because this is the first time I'm having a baby in Florida. Even though this is my 7th child.
Multiple times.
Like, with each pregnancy is so different. Everything's so different. And then plus with my other kids, I had them all in my 20s and I'm now in my early 30s. Even though it's not that much of the age difference, I'm still like the pelvis pain.
I broke my back.
That waddle.
What do you mean by that? You broke
My back is broken.
Getting up in the middle of the night. OP.
Move, bitch!
That shit's annoying. I'm sorry. It was annoying then. It's more annoying now. I'm feeling blessed overall. All my kids are healthy. My baby's healthy. My husband's healthy. We're in a good place. So I am really happy. I am nervous, but I'm so excited as well. Baby.